A Quest for Change, George Barnes' Fight Against Slavery by Eyeruse Wonders, Elliot Oates, and Jaheim Gunther.
The Barnes family was a very important family to the Syracuse freedom movement because they worked to abolish slavery and sacrificed their lives to help freedom takers. The Barnes home is located on 930 James Street, Syracuse. It is one of the last historic mansions on James Street.
Some significant historical figures associated with the Barnes home are George Barnes, Samuel May, John Sedgwick, and John Wilkinson. Syracuse was known as the Great Depot of the Underground Railroad. They used the Underground Railroad to hide freedom takers.
The Quest for Change is where somebody is trying to make a change in the world. They were from Great Britain and came as immigrants to change other people's lives. They had to keep it a secret because they could get caught by the police and get arrested.
The Barnes family's quest for change was to try to end the fugitive slave law. George Barnes' home was also a part of the Underground Railroad. They lived in Syracuse in 1853. George Barnes and Rebecca Barnes were all significant people in the Barnes family. George Barnes was a part of the local abolitionist movement.
Some of the events that happened in the abolitionist movement, the J Rescue on October 4th, 1851, called Vigilance Committee of Men.
They helped freedom takers in a quest for change by sacrificing themselves.
If they didn't sacrifice themselves, the freedom takers would be dead. The Barnes family worked with the Wilkinsons to abolish slavery. If they found out they were helping them escape, they'd be put in jail.
George Barnes used wealth from law firm and industries to bail out abolitionists arrested and held as a part of the J Rescue.
The tiles were colored to identify the room. For instance, the pink room was the lady of the house's room. There also was a green room, blue room, white room, and red room. Every room had a big entrance so the ladies could get through the doors with their dresses.
The Barnes mansion was built in 1852. The original house was a two-story house. After their death, the Hiscocks moved in, then added the third floor. George Barnes' lumber shipments were used to conceal freedom takers.
The final destination was his lumber mill in St. Catharines, Ontario, Erie Canal, in Canada, the ultimate safe place.
George Barnes was a part of the local abolitionist movement. Some of the events that happened in the abolitionist movement was the J Rescue. A special thanks to the Barnes Foundation Museum, the Onondaga Historical Association, Mr. Coyer, Ms. Shute, and Ms. Butcher.